How did this movie come about?
This movie was Rob's brainchild. He wrote the script, and as I'm sure he told you, it was sort of a metaphor for some of the things that he was feeling in his life. And he showed it to me because we'd worked together. I did a film called A Little Help that he was a lead in, and we became friends. And so he started to kind of ask me for notes and thoughts on the script, and I was communicating with him about it, and I loved it. And I said, you know, what are you going to do with this? And he said, I don't know. I make it, I guess. I'm not even sure how. Or I said, I'll make it. I'm not doing anything right now. Let's make the thing. And we just sort of got together and called in a lot of favors from people, both actor friends and crew, and just, you know, made it very cheaply, but in a way that I think hopefully looks like it's not as cheap as it actually was. And not even with a thought about what to do with it. We just wanted to make it, and let's make it, see how it comes out. And now we're here, and we're going to try to see if we can sell it as a, you know, either a internet series or a television, you know, cable half hour, that kind of thing. So, but yeah, no, it all began with Rob, and I just sort of jumped aboard and have been happy to be part of it.
So tell us a little bit about the cast of characters that we're going to meet in this movie.
Well, you know, it's a bunch of superheroes or supervillains, but the tone of it is hopefully lighter and more comedic than the more serious versions of that. It's all people who are either heroes or villains as just their job, like their day job, and when they punch out, they go home and, you know, they have the same complaints about their job that other people do. It's boring, or they're getting too old for it, or they don't like their boss, or they're just, you know, it's not like it used to be, that kind of thing. And we got such wonderful comedic actors to be in it. You know, Ron Livingston and Ike Barinholtz and Jordan Peele and Josh Myers and Jason Ritter, and I'm sure you heard the whole list. And Lizzie Kaplan's in it, although she's not a superhero in it. She's a mortal, I guess. You know, it's just this world, and we treat it like a very mundane, normal kind of a world, but this just happens to be what these people do.
And were there any particular superheroes that you drew inspiration from for the Sidekick?
Well, as I say, it was Rob's thing, so I think, you know, you have to ask him that, but really they were all kind of original creations. They were all basically designed to be reminiscent of the types of superheroes that we've all seen and so on. Maybe slightly low-rent versions of those. But no, there's nothing is literally based on any actual superhero or anything like that. They're just kind of all made up and kind of silly. You know, their themes are all a little bit silly. That, you know, that they base their and their outfits are all intentionally a little bit, you know, dopey. So, you know, we kind of went for a comedic tone with it.
Could you tell us a little bit about like the pilot itself and what you hope for the future of this movie?
Yeah, we're currently going to try to market it and see if we can get either a cable network like you know, FX or Comedy Central or someone like that to be interested in it as a half-hour series, or you know, now obviously there's a lot of good stuff on the internet, and Yahoo has expressed some interest, and you know, places like that, Hulu and so forth. We're going to, you know, shop it around and see if anybody is interested in doing it, because we really do believe that the world and the characters are very well set up for an ongoing kind of thing.
So finally, were there any other inputs into this movie, such as like Kickstarter or Indiegogo, that went into like the creation of this?
No, actually, the funding was all privately, Rob and myself, and so no, there were no. We didn't raise money from the general public.
Awesome. One more question: if you had the power to create the Sidekick video game, what kind of video game would you see it becoming?
I guess where you know, I don't know, where he tries to get jobs in the real world and keeps getting rejected. He can't keep an assistant manager job at Kentucky Fried Chicken, things like that. I don't know. I'm not much of a video gamer, so I can't really speak intelligently about